Vader comes and start like pushing his brother, and he like, nah, this is my little like, what are y'all doing? He was like, this is my whole brother. He was like, this is my blood brother. Like, he's getting on to me too. Like, he's fussing at both of us. Like, girl, it's so messy. They about to get it in with each other. Like, Darth Vader, no, we're literally it's so obvious. Like, it literally would have been no other way to kick it to him. Like, we were caught. Like, we literally were caught red-handed. Hi, y'all. Hey, guys. Yeah, I'm finna put this stuff on because I'm in the house chilling. We finna put this robe on and we finna get into this story time. Shawty, do I look different? Do I look different? Wait, what's it giving? Am I fine today? Happy holidays. While digging in my butt. Happy holidays to everyone out there. I hope y'all Christmas is filled with love and care and support and honesty. Mind you, y'all, this happened like, when was I working at Circle K? This happened like 2024, 2023. No, could have been 2023. 2024, it had to be 2024. Damn, I went through a lot. Like, I'm like, how did all of that happen? Because when I worked at Circle K, I was a whole different female. Like, it's a whole lore that's with me working at Circle K. Like, it's a lot happened that year. So I'm like, dang, I'm trying to think. Like, I was doing shit in the span of weeks and months. Like, I'm consistent, y'all. Literally just recorded and dropped the video. What it was last week. Stop playing with me. And I got a whole new hairstyle and set of lashes. Really stop playing with me. Didn't no nigga pay for none of it. Hello, like I told y'all in the last video, don't nothing stop when a nigga walk out my life. If anything, I get more when a nigga walk out my life. I be giving y'all some tips. Don't think because I'm young that I'm dumb, baby. It never gave that. I'm just young. The dumb never came with it. Okay. So, this is going to be a story time, y'all. I was going to do a maintenance vlog for y'all, but I ended up not recording anything. And I'm like, yeah. So I was up last night and I was thinking like, dang, what can I do? Because I be wanting to tell y'all so many story times, but then most of them that I be wanting to tell is stuff that I ain't got that deep and open with y'all. Yeah, and it don't be nothing like crazy or like, it do. Why am I lying? It do. That's why I don't be wanting to tell them. They are definitely coming. I just feel like when I feel more comfortable and ready to tell those things, I will tell them. So I have to go through like my mind and really deep thought and freaking pick out story times that I would be like, would I be okay with someone telling this? Because one thing about me, you cannot expose me, embarrass me. You cannot do any of that. Like, I am very open. So it's like a lot of stuff that people try to throw up in my face is stuff that I told them. Like, how are you going to embarrass me by something I told you? Can you expose me with something that I came out and told you? I told you it. Why would I be embarrassed? I told you. I'm the person that it happened to and I opened my mouth and told you. How could you expose me? Embarrass me? I told you. Like, I don't get it. So you gotta, in life, you really gotta beat people to the punch. Like, you really gotta, that's really a big key to life, is beating people to the punch. Like, being your real, genuine, authentic self. What can people say or do to you? Like, you already tell it before they can tell it. So yeah, we'll get into those story times eventually. This story time is gonna be about the time that I got caught up with two brothers. Like, I don't know. I have lived a life, y'all. Like, especially coming from my main's point of view, they probably would never suspect a lot of the stuff that I be doing. And like I said, people that went to high school with me, like, I know it's a lot that they would just be like, what the fuck? Like, what? Girl, you lying. Pull up the receipts. Like, they's not gonna believe it, because I told y'all it's 50% in my shell, in my bubble, just quiet, and then it's 50% that's loud, outgoing, crazy, needs to shut up. Like, it's a balance. I have a perfect balance. Like, I know who to bring that side out with, and I know who to bring my other side out with. So watching it, probably be like, what? Like, my era never gave that. But yeah, I do be telling y'all all the time that in school I was always friends with females that were 304s, HOEs, like that got down with the kid down. And this is not to bash them or any of that, because I always say I am a 304 supporter. I am not the 304. Birds of a feather do not flock together, because 304s just be having supporters and background characters, and I'm that. I'm just a supporter. I don't indulge in nothing that she's indulging in, but I do support her, and I fuck with her, and you better not fuck with her. I had a life, yeah, I had a life, but where was I even going with that? Like, this is why I don't smoke before my YouTube video, so I just lost my train of thought. That's why we need to get into this YouTube video, this story time. Why y'all ain't tell me my fan was on? Because in one of my first videos, somebody told me, she was like, I really wanted to hear this story time, but I couldn't really hear you over the fan, or was it the dryer? It was something. I'm learning, and changing my ways for y'all. That's the type of thing you do when you genuinely love somebody. That's the lesson of the day. That's the little tip for today. When somebody loves you, they change. And turn that off, because I don't play by y'all, and y'all better not play by me. This story time was like 2024. If my mama come home, we probably gonna shut the door, because I'm gonna be yapping about some things. 2024, started working at Circle K. Where did I leave? I can't remember what job I was leaving, but I know I was looking for a job, because this was, I wasn't even working at the daycare then. My plan was to work Circle K and the daycare, but once I got with the daycare, I was like, yeah, Circle K is not gonna work for me. Like, working with kids is draining, y'all. It's very draining. Like, some days after work, I literally ride home in silence, no radio, no nothing, literally not talking to myself, literally just riding home, because I feel like all of their energies and personalities and the crying and all of that, it really can take a toll on you. It really can freaking drain you. Like, daycare teachers, we are probably some of the most overstimulated people in the world. Like, imagine being in a small room with 8 to 10 different little hands touching you, messing with you, talking to you all at the same time. Like, y'all, it's a lot. Like, sometimes I be so freaking drained. So when I first did my first week at the daycare, I was like, yeah, Circle K, no, because I'm damn near doing the same thing there. Like, I'm working with crackheads and angry, irritating people. Like, I worked at the Circle K in the freaking hood. So just, you know, if you know, you know, you know. So this was before I even worked at daycare. I went to Circle K, I applied because I had going to that Circle K, but like I said, it was in the hood. It's very in close proximity of my house, so I always go to that Circle K. I ended up talking to we're gonna call him Bob Marley, because he reminds me of Bob Marley, because he's let me not describe him, but if you know how Bob Marley looked, then yeah, he really does remind me of him. So anytime I would go to that store, Bob Marley would always flirt with me. He would always flirt with me. Bob Marley would always flirt with me, and he was cute, so I would flirt back. Like, he was cute he was good. He was easy on that. So I would flirt back. Like, you know, it is what it is. So, and then I would end up getting free stuff. That's the tip. That's another tip for today, y'all. Flirting. Yeah, the girls that get it. Like, you go to a store and you flirt with the cashier and he don't ring up some of your items, or he offered to pay, or a random customer in there offered, like, come on now, y'all. The girls that get it. I don't even gotta spit the game to y'all. But yeah, so I would go and we would always flirt here and there, but you know, nothing really came of it, you know, just good eye candy to look at when I'm going in the store. So I end up going, we started having like real conversations, like asking about each other's personal life, like, do you have kids, like, are you married, how old are you, all of that stuff. So I think Bob Marley is 30 something, I want to say mid 30s to late 30s. I don't think he's 40 yet, but he could be. I know he's a good amount of older than me. He's definitely 10 years older than me for sure, but I don't remember his exact age. But yeah, we ended up telling each other, and he was like, oh, okay, all of that, you know, we just kid. I think he told me this man has 10 kids, y'all. if I'm not mistaken, I know it was more than 5. This man has 10 kids. So, you know, I'm not thinking of messing with this man or anything, like nothing. I'm not like, it's a nigga at a freaking hood gas station. Like, you know how many people he flirt with a day? Like, please, he probably flirts with men and everything. Like, I'm not thinking nothing of it. I'm just, you know, he's just nice to talk to and easy to look at, honey. So we get kind of cool. You would say we were cool. He knew my name by this time. I knew his name. Like, he asked for my number one day and I ended up giving it to him, and we would just text. We would just talk. Like, it would be nothing too crazy. It literally was kind of like the same thing we did at the store. Casual conversations whenever I came in, and he would pay for my stuff sometimes. He would not ring up my stuff sometimes. Like, y'all know. So we was just, I wouldn't say we was friends. What do you call somebody that's not a friend but they're cool? We're just say we cool with him. I want to say acquaintances, but I don't know the textbook definition of it, so say we were cool. So I ended up texting Bob Marley one day, and I'm like, I need a job. Like, I think this was, I was working at Amazon, y'all. I worked at Amazon. I went through orientation. I think I had my first real day, and after that I never went back because they tried to put me on the OP machine, y'all, and I wore glasses. Like, I have astigmatism in my eye and I wear glasses, and when I signed the little paper, y'all know, if you work at Amazon, damn near half of the world work at Amazon. If you know the paper, if you're gonna be on a machine, you have to get like so much extra paperwork for your doctor and your eye doctor and all of that stuff, and it was so much, y'all. Even when I was turning in the papers that my doctor was signing, they would ask me for more, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, damn, a bitch can't see. I worked at Amazon for like 3 days, y'all. And after that, I was like, yeah, I need a job. So I ended up texting Bob Marley, and I was like, are y'all hiring? And he was like, yeah, we are. And he was like, you trying to get a job? Like, you trying to work here? And I was like, yeah. He was like, what shift would you prefer to do? Like, we really, really, really need somebody on night shift right now. At this time, I don't think I had ever worked night. I worked night shift at Amazon. Yeah, I worked night shift at Amazon. That was my first night shift job. Like I said, I only worked there for 3 days, so that's really, that was gonna be my first actual real committed time to working night shift and overnight. So he was like, I'm not gonna lie, like, we really, really, really need somebody on overnight right now. And since I had just left Amazon, I was like, okay. He was like, are you trying to work here? Are you trying to get on here? And I was like, yeah. He was like, I'm not gonna lie, we really need somebody on that night shift. So would you be cool with doing night shift? He was like, if you can, you know, like, I could put a word in for you right now. Like, we really hiring, we really need somebody. If you for real, like, I will get you in for real. So I was like, yeah, I'm for real. So he sent me the link, I applied, and I ended up getting an interview. And he was like, I'm gonna put a word in for you, and I'm gonna tell her your name and all of that so she can get you in quick and fast because we really need somebody right now. So he put me in. I went to the interview. It was great. I got the job, and yeah, I was so grateful. I was so thankful. I was like, oh my gosh, thank you. Like, that's why I be telling y'all, like, just being nice to people will get you somewhere in life. Like, just genuinely being nice to somebody. Like, this man that I just knew from ringing me up got me a whole job, y'all, and it was a weekly job. Their pay was, I mean, what is good pay in this economy? But it was good. So it was weekly pay. I had been looking for weekly pay for the longest. That's why I ended up at Amazon, because I got sick of bi-weekly, but I love my bi-weekly now. But weekly pay is just much more beautiful to see hit your account every week. So I was happy. I was like, oh my gosh, just being nice to this man, keeping casual conversations being respectful. This man done put me on a whole job. Like, look at God. Like, it's this little stuff like that be reminding me, like, just be nice to people. And I'm not saying be nice to people because you never know what they could do for you or give you, but I mean, reading under the lines, kind of shit, like, being nice to somebody, you know, you never know how much they can help you. Like, even if it's not something like that, like, just being your shoulder to cry on, like, listening to you vent. Like, you never know what someone could be to you just by being nice. Like, just be nice to people. Like, that's why can't we all just be nice to people? Like, if you don't like what someone got on, you don't like their body shape, you don't like how they look, keep that in your head. You don't have to comment on that. Like, I will never understand people. Like, what would you gain being fucking mean to somebody? Like, what are you gaining from being mean to somebody? Nothing. What can you gain from being nice to them? Everything. No, for real, y'all. Just be nice to people. That's another tip of the day. Just be freaking nice to people. That's all. I just want everyone to be nice to each other. Like, damn, is that too hard? Be nice. He got me onto this job. Did my first day. I loved it. It was cool. I might put some videos of me from this time because, like I said, y'all, this was a whole different my era. This was a whole different lore. I had a whole different personality. Like, it was so. I was going through so much. Give me that shit. Gonna lie, y'all, working here kind of be making me want to be outside. Like, outside be looking fun as hell. But I know as soon as I get outside, I'm gonna be like, this shit is not everything. I just be so fucking bored, you know. Like, y'all, these lashes are holding on for dear fucking life. Like, that shit is crazy.
It's fucking hard in here too.
Damn. They in this bit fine.
They ain't pay me that blunt. I ain't forget something.
I don't like the light up.
I'm about to put a gun out. Don't take no.
Yeah, don't do that. We don't. This is when I had my 304 stage. See, y'all don't even know I had one of those stages. So we got a lot of building and unwinding and talking about to do. But like I said, when I'm comfortable with it, so I might put some videos on the page. I might, because I got so many videos, y'all. So much happy during this time frame. But yeah, I ended up doing my first day. I loved it or whatever. My first day, I remember I was going to get my clock in and out. I was going to get my clock in and out number. I thought I heard a doorbell, y'all. I was going to get my clock in and out number from my manager. I had just got done with my shift that day, and we're walking to the register because at a gas station, everything you clock in and all that stuff from the cash register. Like, that's mostly for most jobs I have been to, that's what they do. So it's in front of everything, and we're walking behind the counter to go to the computer to clock me out and give me my number and stuff. Y'all, I make eye contact with this fine chocolate nigga. I don't know how I get for something tall, skinny, and chocolate. Motorcycle was a pay actor, babe. This man was fine. Like, still to this day, that man is fucking fine to me. Like, that man is fine. But he reminds me of, I want to say a Rottweiler. I think it's a Rottweiler, if that's the kind of dog I'm thinking of. He reminds me of some aggressive, hard-bodied dog. I just can't think of the name, but he is very fucking handsome to me. Y'all know, like, how they say pretty girls always look like a fish or an alien. Like, they always, or no, I think it was a fish, alien, a deer, and a Bratz dog. Like, I seen that on TikTok and I was like, damn, that is so true. Like, I was going through the comments and I was like, these people really do look like those things, but they're beautiful with it. Like, so that's not a dig or a drag or to throw shade, none of that. He was just very freaking cute, but he looked like a dog, but it was a cute ass dog. Like, this nigga was fine, bitch. He was dark. Like, this nigga was damn near this color. That nigga was dark. Like, good God, I just love my skin color. So we made eye contact. Nothing comes of it. We just make eye contact, and I was like, ooh, fine shit here. Like, y'all know, y'all make that mental note when y'all in public and y'all see something, y'all be like, ooh, let me get right, fine shit here. Like, y'all know. So I'm like straightening up my posture, you know, probably fixing my little Circle K shirt, like just getting ready, bitch. I'm like, okay, we gonna have a shift with just us, and I'm gonna get you. Nothing comes from it that day. I go home, and I had seen this boy too ringing me up too, but we never had any conversations for real. Like, nothing too crazy. Like, he was very quiet to himself, get the job done. Like, he's not one of those really talkative cashiers, but I definitely been peeped him. So we're gonna call Mr. Fine Nigga. We're gonna call him Darth Vader, actually, because I don't know if I want to give this out, bro, because I feel like anybody that went to works at Circle K or went anything in that, they might know who I'm talking about. Another word, it's something else we can call him. I really like Darth Vader for him, though. It is what it is. Like, shit, he'll tell y'all what happened too. We're gonna call him Darth Vader, but I'm not gonna put in a reason why we're calling him Darth Vader. Yeah. So me and Darth Vader ended up getting a shift today, and we end up talking, you know, like, hey, how you doing? How long you been working here? Like, how you get paid? Y'all know that's the first My neighbor's so ghetto, y'all. Please ignore them. But they got like 20 kids. I'm not even lying, y'all. Like, literally, when they be walking out the house, you be like, damn, when is it gonna stop? Like, it's just kid after kid after kid after kid after kid. Like, so if y'all hear something, please just ignore it. But we talking like, hey, how you doing? How long you been working? Y'all know a black person first question is how much you get paid? How much was your first check? Like, y'all know we get to calculating at the register, baby. Like, right there on the spot, y'all know a black person first question. So, you know, we just chopping it up in that way. I'm like, how old are you? I think he's 21. At this time, I think he was 21. Or we was literally the same age. So we probably both were 18. Or he was 19. Well, not 18. My bad, y'all. I was 19 when I worked at this job. What am I talking about? Because I think I turned 20. Yes, I think. Wait, maybe I was 18 because my 19th birthday, I went to Atlanta with my ex. So yes, I was 18 at this job. Oh my God, I did not know that, bro. Life be what the heck? Hold on, I'm gonna have to go decompress about this later because oh my gosh. But yeah, so I had turned 19 while I was working at this job. So yeah, he was 19 or 20. We were the exact same age, or he was 20. So, you know, we just kicking it and caking it at the register, you know, like we peeping each other or whatever. And he ends up, I think we already had each other on Facebook. Like, living in a small city is so crazy because 90% of the population you are friends with or got added on some type of social media, but you literally don't know anything about them, or you probably know a lot about them. Depends on what type of person they are. But yeah, we was already friends on Facebook, y'all. So we ended up kind of talking. We was flirting, y'all know how it go. We start flirting, talking or whatever, and yeah, so we kind of built, like, I don't want to say a situationship because it wasn't that deep, but from the way he snapped on me, y'all, we gonna get into it, but from the way that nigga crashed out on me, you would think it was giving situationship. So shit, maybe it was. So me and Dark Vader, at work, he finds out that I do hair. So he ends up booking me for a retwist. Y'all know that be every nigga way. Especially when you a hairstylist, every nigga way trying to get to know you for real, trying to mess with you for real, be trying to book an appointment. Like, you can already tell when y'all started off on another type time and then it ends up switching this. So when you gonna do my hair? Like, y'all know how I be with niggas. So he hit me with one of those. So he ends up, I think one day after we both got off work, he got off before me. He went home. I got off after him. I went home and he ends up texting me like, we have our appointment set for this day. He ends up, I actually think I went to go get him, y'all, like a damn dummy. But I think I had gave him a ride at work. Yes, when he got off one day, I ended up giving him a ride. So I had already gave him a ride. So it wasn't nothing too out of the ordinary or too crazy. And he didn't stay that far from me. He stayed literally like, I think like 5 to 10 minutes away from me. I don't even think it was 10. It was literally like right around the corner. So I ended up going to pick him up. And mind you, at this time, like I said, he probably thought it was a situationship, but I just thought he was one of my hoes that I was just, you know, doing my thug thizzle with, just entertaining here and there. I wasn't thinking nothing of it. Because this is a hood nigga, y'all. Like, he was a hood nigga. Like, he had his pew pew on him at work. Like, he said, like, he was, you know how you could... He dapping the niggas up, like he dapping up the other hood niggas, like they talking about y'all know a hood nigga when y'all see one, please. So he was certified from what I've seen. Never know. I end up going to pick him up. I'm having a brain fart, y'all. I end up going to pick him up or whatever. Like I said, I wasn't thinking nothing too crazy of this, but like I said, at this time we was already flirting, we was already texting, we was already, you know, we was damn near together every damn day, spending whole night shifts together, just, you know, really getting to know each other and vibing with each other for real. But, you know, like I said, from his eyes, it maybe was a situation. From my eyes, nigga, you just one of the bros. He ends up coming over and getting his hair did. And after... I was just doing stuff like, girl, please, like this, my whole face, y'all, my whole face. But like I said, like, please remember, in this story time, I have a whole different mindset. I am not the same woman that I am today. At that time, I was just a little girl still. Like, I was, the mind wasn't there. So I do his hair and we end up, I'm cringing. We end up getting in my bed. I want to say we started watching a movie. I don't know if we started watching, but I want to say we started watching a movie, y'all. We started watching a movie after. So, oh, my mama gonna watch the story time and be like, what the hell, my air? Yeah, we end up watching a movie, cuddling and all of that stuff, and y'all already know. So he gets to touching on my peaches, because y'all know they big. He started touching on my peaches, I'm touching on his banana, and we about to make a fruit smoothie. Like, we finna get it. We finna get it cracking. So we doing all the touchy-feely, all of that. We kissing or whatever, and he kept on he was trying to jump right into intercourse, and I'm like, one thing I will stand on is a nigga just ramming it up in me. I never gave that bitch. I never gave her, like, I ain't trying to be too graphic because y'all know it's a family channel, but do your job before you get to the big job. Do your orientation before you get hired. You know? Like, So I'm just telling him, like, no. And I'm like, well, we just not gonna do anything. Like, we're not gonna do anything if you're not trying to go through your orientation. Like, if you're not trying to go through your tryouts, we're not gonna do anything. So he was like, let me give you some, what we gonna call? We're gonna call it brain. So he's like, let me give you some brain. So I'm like, okay. Scared as fuck because I'm y'all know I'm traumatized from a nigga not knowing how to give brain. Like, some niggas don't have it, some niggas don't have it, and he didn't have it. So I get in a position to get some brain, and y'all, it was terrible. It was the worst brain I have ever. It traumatized me, y'all. Like, when I say this is probably one of the main reasons why I don't. I don't like dealing with hood niggas because they have you in too much stuff, and I have seen too many people die from their boyfriend's actions or their husband's actions, or get life in jail, prison, all of that. For it's just too much that comes with a hood nigga. So I would prefer to stay away from them. But another reason was him. Yeah, hood niggas cannot give brain. But then I don't want to put that out there because I know it's probably some hood niggas out here who use their jaw like a switch, baby. Like, but it was so bad, y'all. And it was such a different type of brain that it put him in another category for just the hood niggas. Because I'm pretty sure this was like the only, well, no. See, because I missed with another hood nigga. Like I said, that jaw was a switch. Oh, family friendly. But this is me. I'm just being my authentic self. So my parents, I might have to get that little talking to from them because I'm just being me. But yeah, we get real deep because when I start giving y'all details and all having flashbacks in the middle, we here, like, we in the crib now, and y'all is locked in. Ain't no getting out this crib. Yeah, it was just terrible, y'all. It was like he was acting like a pit bull, and my lady part was a fresh steak. Like, I'm literally gonna put in a visual video of how he was doing it, y'all. And when I tell y'all, this is no exaggeration, no lie, none of that. This is literally how it felt. It was so bad. I'm so sorry. If he watched this, baby, you are still fine. Maybe you just need a redo or something, but it was terrible. So, actually, yeah. So, I just... So, yeah, I end up doing my thing, and I want to say I ended up giving him brain before he gave me brain, because I'm pretty sure if I would have got my brain first, he would have had to go home and find a ride. I wasn't taking him home. So yeah, I did my little thing or whatever, but we never end up having intercourse. We never get to having intercourse because after that brain, it was just like nah. vibe was still cool and everything, you know, no big issue came from, we didn't have an argument or any of that. It was just like, yeah, we're not doing this today. It was just a mutual agreement. Like, we was just like, yeah. So we were still cool after that though. Like, we still had our little thing going on. We was still flirting with each other. Basically nothing changed. Basically that situation changed nothing, you know. We was still good. It was still what it was. So one night, me and Dark Vader are on night shift together, and it's like deep in the middle of the shift, y'all. We was working it was 2 night shifts. It would be 10 to 6 a.m. and 11 to 7 a.m. So one of us was doing either or those shift that day, and like I said, it was deep into the shift this night. It was probably like 3-4 in the morning by now. Like, that's kind of like the quiet hours of that store if it's not a busy weekend. If it's a busy weekend, those are the best nights of the store. But this night, it wasn't a busy weekend. It was cold as heck outside. I think it was drizzling too, so it was dead, y'all. It was literally only me and Dark Vader in there. And that's the time you start, one of y'all stay at the register and somebody start going to clean up, doing the extra stocking. Y'all know how it is, night shift, doing all of that. Or both of y'all do it if it's that dead, and y'all both just kind of come back and keep your eyes on the door and all of that stuff right there. Make sure everything is good. So I was at the register and Dark Vader was cleaning up the bathroom at the time. I remember he was walking past with the mop bucket. He was going to mop the bathroom, and I was at the coffee center. So a visual of this store, if I put some pictures in, I don't know if I am, because I don't want nothing to come from that, but it's like you walk in the store and you have, soon as you walk, okay, this is straight, you walk straight in the store. On the left side, it's an ATM, it's the ice creams, it's boiled peanuts, it's pizzas, hot dog food, it's slushies, it's ice machine, drinks, all of that stuff right there. You walk straight ahead. In front of you, then you have the registers right there, the bathrooms back there, and then on right here is a big coffee area where you make coffee, hot chocolate, all of that stuff right there. So I'm over here in that area fixing the coffee machines, because you have to change the coffee beans and clean it out and all of that stuff like that. So I'm doing that. Dark Vader is in his bathroom. I'm in the bathroom cleaning up. I'm keeping my eyes on the front door and all of that stuff at this time. So I'm cleaning behind the coffee area where people done drop creamer and coffee beans and all of that stuff, and somebody walks in. So I turn around, and it is a dude. It's another dude that looks exactly like Dark Vader, but he was taller, and you know, he had small distinct features that made them apart, that made them where you could tell that this is not the same person. It was distinct features that you noticed about him that made you realize, okay, that's not his, like, that's not him, that's not a second version of him. But they look like they could literally be twins, y'all. They look just the freak alike. But like I said, it's small differences that'll make you be like, oh. So in the back of my mind, as soon as me and him made eye contact, I was like, ooh, this gotta be one of his family members or something. And I remember Darth Vader always talked about his brother. He always talked about his brother, but I don't remember him saying anything like we look just alike. I think he said that was his twin, but I don't think he said they look just alike like that. Like, I don't remember. I don't know, you know, people call anybody twins. Like, you call your close friend twin nowadays and stuff like that. So I'm not thinking like this could be like his actual twin, or like this is actual his blood brother that looks just freaking like him. So as soon as we make eye contact, I'm like, oh, this must be his brother, or this must be a family member or something, because Darth Vader had a lot of family members and homeboys and friends that would always come up there, you know, talk to him right quick. So I'm like, oh, this must, because I had never seen this brother before. I had never seen them. So when I make eye contact with him, I instantly think, oh, this must be his family member. Like, dang, they look alike. The nigga was fine too, y'all. He was fine. Them brothers, they was blessed. Them niggas are fine. So I'm just like, oh, freak, because you can tell as a woman, you can tell when a man is interested in you and when he's like about to come try to holler at you. Like, you can tell when you out in public and a nigga always give you them eyes. Like, us as females, men, I'm telling you, we can instantly clock y'all tea when y'all finna come approach us, or y'all like y'all kind of messing with us. Like, we can tell before y'all even walk up and talk to us, y'all. So soon as we made eye contact, he gave me that look, and I'm in my head processing like, this is his family member, this is his brother, he's in the bathroom. Like, oh, should I go talk to him? Like, should I try? Like, I'm single, we didn't even have sex, I'm definitely single. Like, it's so much going through my mind. Like, quick, soon as he give me that vibe, I'm like, fuck, what do I do? Like, damn, he's so fine, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I get a little easy for fine shit, like, especially when I was in that phase. It ain't take much. Like, dang, what do I do? I'm like, maybe we can like whisper, talk low. Like, I can kind of talk low. I'm like, let me try to walk over here, because by the pizza, hot dogs, and all that area, it was the back room where we get all our stocks, where our manager's office was, all of that good stuff. So I'm like, I need to try to get him over this way somehow, because the coffee area is right by the bathroom. So he literally, all he had to do was come from around, and he would literally be right there with us. So, and I'm instantly like, I need to get this nigga over here somewhere. Like, I don't know. Like,
a motherfucking damn ham a fucking sound.
I'm trying to think quick on my feet. So we instantly made eye contact. He walked over to me, and he like, hey, where my brother at? So I'm like, my light just turned off, y'all. I'm not even gonna, I charged it, but I'm not even gonna turn it back on because we too deep in story time right now. So baby, it's just gonna have to go. So he come up and he like, hey, where my brother at? So I was like, who your brother? Just, girl, we the only two people on the ship, but I'm just nervous. Like, I'm nervous, lady. So I'm just like, who your brother? So he was like, Darth Vader. He was like, he worked tonight. Like, you on the shift with him tonight? Like, he said, y'all, he worked tonight. I came up here to give him something. So I'm like, he in the bathroom. So he like, all right. But then he stays right there, and he was like, how old are you? He was like, how old are you? I'm 19. I told him my age, and he was like, what's your name? So I'm nervous, y'all. I'm still cleaning. Like, I'm nervous, y'all. I'm scared. I'm like, at any moment Darth Vader can walk out this bathroom. And my gut just told me that Darth Vader was in there listening to the conversation, because it's close as freak, y'all. It's only us three in the store. It's quiet, so you can hear a pin drop at this time. So I'm like, I'm so nervous. I end up telling him everything. So at this time, that's when I start walking over to where I told you all the pizza in my manager's office and the stock and all that stuff was, where we go back there. Only employees can go back there. I start walking over that way because I'm like, I gotta get him away from this coffee machine, because I feel like Darth Vader is freaking listening. So I go over there, and he's like, what's your Facebook? So I'm like, I pull out my phone, and he was asking, did I have a boyfriend, all of that stuff like that. And I'm like, nah, I'm single. Like, oh, y'all, I'm bad. Knowing I mess with this man brother, and I just got the confirmation that this is his brother. I don't know, because literally, y'all, I have never been the girl to mess with two brothers. But since I knew I wasn't gonna take any one of them serious, I wasn't even planning on having intercourse. I haven't had intercourse with any of them. So I'm like, I'm not, y'all. I promise I have never been the girl to homie hop. Like, I don't judge nobody that do, but me personally, I just cannot have a group of niggas and they all done hit me and they all can talk about me. Like, I just never been that type of girl. Like, that's not my cup of tea. That's not, I don't indulge in that. I always make my pick. I always try to make the best pick I can when it comes to a group of niggas, because I'm not spinning again and trying anybody else. That's just me personally. So I'm like, yeah, I'm single. I'm not messing with nobody right now. All of that. So we get in each other's Facebook, and Darth Vader walks out. Darth Vader comes and start like pushing his brother, and he like, nah, this is my little like, what are y'all doing? This is my whole brother. He was like, this is my blood brother. Like, he's getting on to me too. Like, he's fussing at both of us. Like, him and his brother is like holding each other close. Like, it's girl. It's so messy. They about to get it in with each other. Like, Darth Vader walk out, and he was like, what the fuck y'all doing? Because we're literally right there with both of our phones out looking at each other's phone. We're literally it's so obvious. Like, it literally would have been no other way to kick it to him. Like, we were caught. Like, we literally were caught red-handed. It's like, it was nothing else we could do. So he's like, he walked out like, what for y'all doing? They holding each other close. And he like, nah, I mess with her. Like, I was just with her. Like, I mess with her. Like, he was like, nah, bro, I'm sorry, but I already got on that. Like, we ain't sharing. We ain't doing none of that. Like, he's going off on his brother. So he gives his brother like, man, dang, I didn't know. Like, I didn't know. You ain't tell me nothing about her. Like, y'all, it was so messy. Like, they over there arguing. I'm just standing right there. I'm just standing right there froze, y'all. I'm like, fuck. Like, what the hell? I'm like, he's mad. I'm like, I'm single. I'm like, we didn't even have sex. I'm like, why are you mad? Like, you were a hoe. Like, I'm like, I'm so puzzled right now. And then I start getting more annoyed because it starts to hit me. I'm single. It starts to hit me in the middle of that happening. I'm like, why the fuck is we fighting? Why is we mad? I'm single, nigga. You ain't tell me we are only messing with each other. We're committed to each other. Like, yeah, we vibing, but we ain't putting no label, no title. We haven't even had intercourse. We haven't even went on a date. Like, I'm like, what? I'm getting annoyed. So his brother, they end up calming each other down, and he ends up giving him whatever he had to give him. I want to say he gave him some smoky, but yeah, he ended up giving him what he had to give him, and he was like, bro, just calm down. Like, before he left, he was like, man, just calm down. It ain't need that deep. Just chill. Like, I didn't know, like, all of that. So he ends up leaving, and by this time I had went back to cleaning the coffee maker, because at this point, once it hit me that I'm single, I'm like, yeah, if these niggas fight, then I ain't got shit to do with it, knowing I'm the cause of it. Like, I was like, if they fight, I ain't got nothing to do with it. Like, I don't care. So I end up going back to doing what I was doing. So Darth Vader goes behind the counter, and it's like, it's so thick, y'all. The tension is so thick, you can cut it with a knife. Like, it's so quiet. We're so quiet, but you can tell we are both, you can tell he is boiling, and I am just annoyed. Like, I'm just over it at this point, because it hits me like, I'm single. Like, nigga, leave me alone. Why you doing all that? Why you trying to crash out about little old me? I mean, who wouldn't crash about me? But come on now, come on, we ain't even had no one-on-one conversation about nothing we got going on, for real. So let's not do that. We gonna call a spade. We gonna be fair here now. We gonna be fair. So he breaks the tension, and he like, hey, little girl. That's how he always used to talk to me. He used to just be like, hey, girl, hey, little mama, or hey, shawty. He would always call me one of those three names, but when he called me a little girl, he's mad, because he know I don't play that little girl stuff. Like, I am not a little girl. Like, I would always tell him, like, stop calling me that. I'm not a little girl, and I'm definitely not your little girl. Like, I'm not a kid. Stop addressing me like that. So he's like, he breaks the tension while I'm cleaning the coffee maker, and he's just fiddling with Richard. He like, hey, little girl, and I didn't say nothing. I kept cleaning. Hey, little girl. And I kept cleaning. He was like, hey, little girl, I know you hear me talking to you. So he just started going off. He like, so you gonna try to mess with my brother in my face? Man, you going, man, you a HOE. Like, you going OD bad. You trying to mess with my brother in my face? Like, I'm right here. He like, you going. Like, he just keep calling me a HOE. Everything in the book, he was calling me, y'all. He was so mad. I'm just ignoring him. And I turn around, and I'm like, I'm single though. I'm single. I'm like, we ain't committed to each other. I'm like, I'm single. I can do what I want. Like, that's literally all I'm saying. I'm like, I'm single. I can do what I want. Me and you ain't even do nothing. Like, I'm single. I can do what I want. What are you talking about? Like, that's literally all I understand is I'm just hitting him with that. I'm single. Because I am. That's my defense in this story. That is my defense. I was single. If we being honest, what can you really be mad about? But then thinking back on it now, putting myself in his shoes, and he would have tried to talk to my blood sister in my face, I most definitely would have felt the way. I ain't gonna say I wouldn't have crashed out, because I don't be want to say what I'm gonna do until I'm in that situation. And if I was really vibing with him, messing with him, I probably would have did literally the same exact thing he was doing, but I would have been more mad at him, not my brother. But I don't know. But yeah, I definitely feel where he was coming from, especially I'm really liking this person and all of that. But that's why I say we never had no one-on-one conversation. This situation could have been avoided if we had a one-on-one conversation and put a title on what we were doing. Since we did not have a title, I don't owe you anything. You just on the roster. You're literally just on the roster. So it's like, I don't owe you anything. I don't owe you nothing. Honestly, like, I don't owe you anything. Like, you just a nigga. You just a nigga on the roster. Like, what do I owe you? So, but that's why I say we was just on two different pages, and I say maybe he was looking at it as an actual situationship or a talking stage or something. I wasn't looking at it as that. Like, I was just having my fun. Like, I'm sorry, it sounds kind of bad to say, but in all honesty, just keeping it a bean with y'all, I was just having my fun. I wasn't looking at him as no long term, nothing serious, none of that. So, you know, I'm looking back on it now and I'm reflecting. I 100% understand where he was coming from, but in that moment, I didn't get it. I wasn't getting it. So we having that little argument or whatever. This man ends up chugging this thick wad of tape. It was thick, y'all. Like, if I could put a picture of that tape, I'm going to put it on the screen. That thick wad of tape, and he chucks it and it hits me right in the head, y'all. My first reaction was to laugh, because mind y'all, in this moment, y'all, I'm not really mad. He is. So I'm not like, I don't really know the other way to react but to like laugh. I am getting a little annoyed, but it's more funny than anything, because I'm like, this nigga is really mad. Like, he's really crashing out. Like, when him and his brother first started jacking each other up, I thought they was playing, but they was dead serious. Like, he was dead serious. Like, even his brother was like confused too. He was like more on the same vibe I was on, like kind of just laughing, like not really taking it serious, because we are so confused. Like, everybody is so confused. He's the only one mad. We're like, what? So he chucks the tape at my head and it hits me right here in my head, y'all. So that's when I put my rag down and I get in his face. So I walk around the corner and I'm in his face, and we're like in each other's face. You trying to mess with my blood brother while I'm right here in your face? Like, that's crazy. I'm in the same area as y'all over here trying to talk to each other, sharing Facebooks and all that stuff. And then you have me over here like, I'm single though, I can do what I want to do. I'm single. Like, what are you talking about? We ain't committed to each other. I'm single. Like, how am I going? I'm single. Like, y'all, we was getting into it. We was out in each other's face, y'all. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I got myself in some mess, y'all. So once it hits me that, like, we're at work, why are we doing all this at work? And then I remember again, I'm single. I calm down and I'm like, bro, just get yourself together. I'm like, honestly, me and you, we have never made it clear that we're committed to each other, that any of that. I'm like, you really need to calm down, because we are both single. Like, if you want to be 100% honest with each other, we are single. And I was like, I didn't know that was your blood brother. I was like, you never told me that was your blood brother or anything. And I wasn't like, Mama Bear is home, so if y'all hear anything, then y'all know. But yeah, I ended up calming him down, talking to him, telling him like, I don't belong to you. Like, you know, we never locked in, we never set any boundaries, set any rules, regulations, like made any commitments. So like, I don't belong to you. You need to calm down. So he ends up ignoring me that whole night, and he was just telling me when I was talking to him, he was like, that's crazy, like in my face though. He was like, in my face. He was like, no, that's like my real blood brother. Like, he was like, that's like my real blood brother, like, you know, like blood, like we are brothers for real. He was like, that's just crazy. He was like, you really going? And he would not let it go. He would not let go of the fact that I was going. And I'm like, I'm single, so hey, yeah, I'ma go. Ain't no stop sign here, baby. Ain't no red light here. I'm going. Yeah. I was like, if you want to label me as going, then I'll be that. But I know that we are not committed to each other. We are both single. You can do what you want. I can do what I want. Why are we mad? Yeah, he just ends up ignoring me for the rest of that night. But we ended up getting back cool, y'all. And what made me even think about this story was he just texted me. I think last week, it was last week, when I had my red wig on and I posted, he ended up texting me. He talking about something. What's up, stranger? Where you been? You been ghost. Like, you ain't been talking to the nigga no more. You ain't really been messing with the nigga no more. And I'm just like, what, nigga? Like, what? We is not even finna open that can of worms back up. But yeah, he's still cool, people. Like I said, we done chopped it up since then. Like, we ended up getting back cool after that. But then we was like more you could tell it wasn't the same. Like we wasn't really on this. We definitely wasn't on the same page anymore. Like we wasn't really messing with each other. Like we would just be more annoyed and irritated with each other and nitpicking about doing our job. Like we just, you could tell it wasn't what it was anymore after that situation. But we did end up getting back cool, but nothing else. Like we didn't end up beefing or actually hating each other. Like nothing too crazy came from that. Like I said, I just chopped it up with him last week, so it's nothing. It's no ill will, no hate. I wish him the best. I hope him and his brother is doing the best. And yeah, nothing really came from that, but that's my story time on how I got caught up with two brothers, y'all. Very crazy time of my life. Like that's why I say it's a whole lore that comes behind the era of me working at Circle K. When I started working at my daycare, I became a new, changed woman. Like I literally carry myself different. I talk different. Like it's so much different. My mindset, personality, all of that is so different now from how it was back then. Like I have completely changed my mindset and myself as a woman now compared to that time. So yeah, that is that story time, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all, please like my videos. I was just looking at my analytics last night and my views are like, people are watching but they are not liking, and I'm like, what are y'all doing here? Are you a monitoring spirit? This is playing with y'all, but y'all please like the video. And this is coming from somebody who always, still to this day, I'm not gonna lie, I still do it, but now I try to like the video as soon as I click on it now, because I had a really bad habit of doing that growing up. Like I would only watch, not comment, just keep on going by my day. But now that I am a YouTuber, I understand why YouTubers stress so much for you to like and comment on their videos, because it really does help. It helps with your algorithm. It helps with pushing you out, getting your content to bigger audiences. Like it really does help when you interact with my videos. So can y'all please, like I have so many views, y'all, and I'm like, why freaking y'all not liking? It's like the same on my Instagram post. Like I be getting like 5,000 views, but the likes, I'm like, what are y'all doing? Like y'all can simply just like the video. It's not hard to press that like button. Y'all please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Remember to love yourself and always be yourself and walk into every room like God sent you, because he did. I'll see you next time.